Man, becoming a boxer, it's tough. It's tough because you got to put in so much work, and most of the work ain't really, it ain't really appreciated. So like, and it's just so much because you got life things going on, as well as being an amateur, you're not making money from it. So, and then being a young man and me figuring out my life and doing this at the same time, there's so many nights where I was working 50, 60 hours a week, and then I still got to go train 2 hours, two hard ass hours, and just put in that work every single day, basically. My name is Nathan Moesner. Most people call me Nate. I'm an elite amateur boxer. I'm 21 years old, ranked number 8 in the nation, number 1 in Florida. My record is 16-5. So when I was around 17, when I was graduating high school, I was playing basketball, running track, and that whole pandemic thing hit, and I needed something to do with my time. And I grew up kind of fighting a lot and shit like that, so it just kind of naturally fell into my hands, and I started training on my own, and then I got with some people. Eventually ended up finding the gym where I train out of, Dead Game Fight School. So it's kind of the same stuff every day. Like, you start off with, your warm up, you jump rope, shadow box. I do a lot of shadow boxing. A lot of like mental visualization things, working my defense, stuff like that, and the shadow boxing, really getting in that mindset. And then it's just a lot of hard bag work, a lot of rounds of sparring to get better. That's the best way to get better. The conditioning, hard conditioning, but a lot of bag work and a lot of just the same stuff over and over again, trying to be perfect. First fight I lost, it was my third fight. I was fighting in this, I was battling so much shit, because I was fighting in these people's gym. Their gym hosted the event and stuff like that. And then, man, it was just like, man, it had to be like 105 degrees in there. It was like, man, it was just super hot. And man, I swear I won that fight. Like, it's, everyone says like, oh, but nah, that was a crazy one. One of the biggest challenges is being able to manage my time and my time with my loved ones and things like that. And one of the best things is that I got like a really good family system around me, and they're super understanding of what I got to do. Man, my proudest moment was probably, so in boxing there's a novice, in amateur boxing there's a novice and an open division. Novice means you're fighting under 10 fights and you're fighting an opponent with under 10 fights. So my first time going open, my first 3 fights was in the Golden Gloves, the state Golden Gloves, and I went up 2 weight classes. And so the first fight I got to knock out. The second fight I almost knocked him out. It was like right there at the last round. I got like 3 8 counts on him. He was almost out of there, and I beat myself up over a little bit, and then I won a unanimous decision in the finals, and that was my first open fight. It's going up 2 weight classes. I wasn't supposed to win that. I wasn't, and winning that was probably one of my proudest moments. There's 2 different routes that I see myself going. Either 1, I'm gonna be a professional, or 2, I'm gonna be in the Olympics. So it's one of the 2, and it just depends on how everything goes. I'm not forcing nothing, I'm just going with the flow. I'm at the level I'm at, there's so much more I can improve on and do better. So every day I'm just trying to get 1% better, and I control my destiny with this.